the Gemara, Masechet Kiddushin, page 29a, it says that a father has numerous obligations to teach his son. One thing he has to teach his son is an obligation. We see in Kriyat Shema, Shema Yisrael, is to teach his son Torah. A father's obligation is to teach his son Torah. What happens if the father doesn't know Torah? He has to hire somebody that knows Torah. But in reality, it should be from the father. But if the father is not able, he has to pay for somebody to teach him Torah. It's one obligation that the law says father has to his son. Second obligation, he must teach him some type of profession, some type of skill that he can use to make a living. Both of these two things, you don't really need the Torah for it. Education, skill set, what's so special about it? The third one is the tricky one. The third one, the Gemara says, is the father is obligated to teach his son swimming. Swimming. And a chidush, Baruch Hashem, with your merit, about this swimming part. Now, most people look at it literally. It's good to know how to swim, especially in those times. They didn't exactly have life jackets. And if you wanted to travel from city to city, there was only one way. There was no planes, no trains, boats. And the boats weren't exactly the greatest boats in the world all the time. You're lucky if you survived. So it's good to know how to swim. But we know there's no way they meant this. Why do we know? Because Torah is eternal. The teachings of the sages are eternal. There's no way they told you learn swimming when you know today it's not even relevant. Why is it not even relevant to today? Because if you're righteous today, you're not even allowed to go swimming anymore. In 99% of the places. Why? Because there's naked people there. It's one of the mitzvot of die and not sin. Areg ve'al ya'avor. It's better you die than go to the beach with the naked people there. It's better you die than go and hang out by the pool with a bunch of immodest women. Die. I'm not talking about don't go, it's not good, boob, you get slapped on your head. It's the same level. There's 3 sins where it's better you die and not sin. One of them is idol worship. Somebody says, here's J.C. Penney. Go worship him. Says, die and don't worship him. Die and don't bow to him. Die. They say, we're going to shoot you. No problem. Take the gun, shoot yourself. Marriage, it's Kiddush Hashem. Second, murder. Not allowed to murder anyone for you to survive. They tell you, look, either you die or your friend dies. Die. Don't kill your friend. Not allowed to kill anybody. Third, sex crimes. To go to a place full of immodesty, like the beach, the pools, the water parks, those places, it's areg ve'al ya'avor. Now I know this is shocking to some people, but this is a reality. This is reality. So for all of those people that are like halfway religious with the small little kippah, but they go to the beach the whole summer, you are violating one of the worst possible sins in the Torah. So obviously this commandment, this law, this teachings from the sages of teaching the children to swim, it's not possible that it just means that. It could mean that, but something else also. What's the chidush? The chidush is that it has to do with this entire Mishnah. The chidush is that the swimming does not actually mean swimming. The chidush is that yes, you need to teach your son Torah. Yes, you need to teach your son some type of skill set. You need to teach your son Torah and a skill set so he can get to a point of having this wisdom we talked about. You need to teach your son Torah so he can actually develop his midot, develop his character traits, so he can actually be a gibor that overcomes his yetzer hara. You can teach your son Torah and skill set so he can be somebody. But without teaching him emunah, he's not going to survive. Without teaching him about a Kadosh Baruch Hu and what he is when it's dark, he's not going to survive life. That's swimming, my friend. That's swimming. Swimming is not to swim when it's coast clear and everything is fine. Swimming is when you're drowning and you're swallowing water because the debt doesn't stop coming, the bills don't stop coming, the lawsuits don't stop coming, everyone hates you, it all looks like it's terrible, and you feel like you're drowning, and you don't know where God is. God's where the darkness is. That's what swimming is. That's what emunah is. Emunah is not when everything is wonderful and you just won $430 million. Emunah is when everything is dark and you can find God. That's swimming. That's what the father is obligated to teach his son. He has to teach his son to survive the turmoil that he's going to experience in his life. Because regardless of who he is, he could be Joey or he could be Moshe Rabbeinu. He could be Steve or he could be Avraham Avinu. You are going to suffer in your life. It's just going to happen. Why? Because that's what makes you a diamond. That's what makes a diamond a diamond. When you first find a diamond, it's an ugly looking rock. It's hideous looking. What makes it beautiful? When you cut it, and you break it, and you cut it, and you put the laser, and you smash it, and you cut it, and you kick the hell out of it. Eventually becomes a diamond. What made Moshe Rabbeinu? The non-stop suffering he had. What made Avraham Avinu? At least 10 tests that he got from Hashem Yitbarach, that Chazal, their only machloket is which are the 10. Why is there machloket which are the 10? Because there was more than 10. There was simply more than 10. Right after he went to sacrifice his son to Hashem Yitbarach, he passed the test. Hashem says, don't touch him. Now I know you fear me. You figure, this is a 10th test. I finished. I'm done. Avraham Avinu, Kodesh Kodeshim. Hashem vouched, signed off on me. I fear Hashem. I have Yirat Shamayim. Who's greater than you? He comes home, Sarah Imenu's dead. Did you ever see a pasuk in the Torah of Avraham Avinu complaining to God, why'd you kill my wife? I passed the test number 10. Why'd you kill my wife? Why? Why'd you let the Satan kill her? Why? You ever see Avraham Avinu complain to Hashem? Hey Hashem, dear Hashem, why? Ask a question. Why'd you do it? Give me a pasuk. Give me a hochacha. Give me something. No, why? Avraham Avinu knew everything is the will of Hashem, even if it doesn't make sense. Because Avraham Avinu knew how to swim. Avraham Avinu knew how to swim, and that's what he taught Yitzchak Avinu. And that's what Yitzchak Avinu taught Yaakov. And that's why Yaakov was able to survive. Survive against Esav. It doesn't get worse than Esav. Esav is someone that Hashem Yitbarach writes in the Torah, Esav saneti. I hated Esav. Hashem created him. He says, I hated Esav. Esav, I hate him. Every day he said, I'm going to do tshuva. He never did tshuva. He knew all the truth. He never did tshuva. Him, I hate him. I hate Esav. And when Yaakov Avinu comes back home to Abba and Ima, he doesn't see him over 20 years. He wants to see. And he say, oh, Esav's going to come. What did he say to Hashem? Hashem, save me from the hand of my brother, save me from the hand of Esav. Despite knowing the Torah, the Kedusha, all the amazing things, Yaakov knew that even to swim, even to have siyata d'ishmaya, to survive, you need Hashem's help. You need to swim, to survive, to have this emunah, the basic level emunah, or the emunah of Avraham Avinu. You need the help of Hashem. How do you get to the help of Hashem? You start with the beginning. You go to page 1. Ben Zoma Omer Ezeu Chacham. Who's wise? Torah. Okay, I'm going to learn Torah. Who's a Gibor? Yetzirah. I'm going to start fighting my Yetzirah. Who's Sameach? Oh, so I'm going to start. 1, 2, 3. You don't go from A to Z. A, B, C, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, one after another. We don't skip to loving Hashem. It's not possible. Whoever is teaching that is lying to you.